Hey guys, Triple B here. We're back with another Zoroark Vstar list, but this time we're gonna make it a little bit cool. We went for a spicy list last week with the fire type, but this time we're gonna try it out with water or technically ice, I guess, depending on the attackers or how you view it. But a little bit different. Zoroark Vstar though, same card as last week. So if you did see the video, sorry, but we got to go through it just in case you're here for the first time. Ticking Curse, it's going to do 50 damage for each of your damaged Pokemon in play. You can get 6 guys in play, you can get them all damaged, you can be doing 300 damage. The attack cost being double colorless though, if you use double turbo energy, will reduce that. Doing 280 though, you're still taking out V-Stars in one shot, so like, it's fine. Attach to Choice Belt, you're doing 310, you're still taking out Mew Vmax, also fine. But if you'd like, we can be using that basic water energy, attaching for turn, using Melanie, gets 2 of them out. We're not reducing any damage. We're not attaching any special energy. So those Duraludons that are starting to see play because of the EUIC winning list, yeah, we don't have to worry about it. We can still go through it. And then we attach a Choice Belt and we're doing 330 and we're one-shotting him and taking 3 prizes. Yeah, that's value right there. Zoroark V-Star has also got a very powerful V-Star power in Phantom Star. It's effectively Professor's Research. One stringer turn, well, once per game because it's a V-Star power, but you can just discard your hand and draw 7 cards. It's a great way to add consistency to the deck and get yourself going. Discarding cards also can be a little bit of a drawback, but for this particular deck, it does help out. We're going to be running Gengar. Gengar has the ability Netherworld Gate. When he's in your discard pile, you can just bring him back onto your bench, and the nice thing is he's going to come back with 3 damage counters. So that's going to be setting up the Zoroark. Effectively, he comes out, you're getting a bonus 50 damage because, well, he's hit. And then we can be using the item card Damage Pump, which lets you move 2 damage counters. He's got 3, so he's still going to have 1 left on him to any other Pokemon that you like. So you take one of them, you put it here. You take another one, you put them here. And all of a sudden, you've got 3 damage guys off of 1 Pokemon and 1 item and 150 extra damage for Zoroark. It's very solid. The other way we can be getting damage into play is by using Gapejaw Bog. So it's a stadium card, and when you put a basic Pokemon onto your bench, it's just going to take 20 damage. So while we're setting up our bench, we're setting up our Zoroarks, and it's very helpful. We do run another stadium in the deck, though, Lake Acuity, which is going to make you take 20 less damage when you've got water energy attached, just to give our Zoroarks a little bit of extra bulk. And the other way we can bulk them up is with Radiant Gardevoir. Its ability Loving Veil is going to make your Pokemon take 20 less damage from other Pokemon V. One we're concerned about is Giratina V-Star, which is starting to see play. Zoroark's got a 270 HP. Giratina can one-shot him. This effectively brings him up to 290. And then if we've got Lake Acuity, effectively brings it up to 310. So even if we've got some damage on it, we should be outside of range of Giratina. They can attach a Choice Belt and finish you off in one shot still, so there is a bit of a risk. The other consideration would be Radiant Alakazam. So if we've got Gapejaw Bog down and our opponent's benching basics, they're taking 20. Alakazam's effectively just seeing that as a, yeah, let's put that over here. Help fix some numbers. Thanks for that. And it's just a solid way to set up some plays. So kind of up to you which one you'd like to go with, but I'm kind of preferring the bulky play since Zoroark being a colorless Pokemon, we can also be running Charon's Care. If it eats the hit, we can just scoop it up with Charon's Care, put another one in the active, reset the other one. It's a nice play to be able to do. And for some other attackers in the deck, we are going to be running Empoleon V. Very nice since its attack cost is a water and double colorless. We've got DTE for Zoroark, we've got water for the Melanie and for the Zoroark. We can be charging this up in one turn just by going Melanie, DTE. It's going to do 130 damage. You do have to move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. If you don't have any bench Pokemon though, you don't need to worry about it. And the main reason we're running this is for Lost Box. So its ability, Emperor's Eyes, is just going to shut off the abilities of any basic non-rule box Pokemon your opponent has in play. Meaning those Comfies can't be using Flower Selecting, and it's going to slow down their setup. Game plan here would be just chuck Empoleon in the active and attack. Other nice thing is with Zoroark, it has to evolve from Zoroark V. Zoroark V's attack, Void Return, is going to do 30 damage for no energy. We can effectively just hit something a little bit in the active, bounce into Empoleon, and then shut off our opponent's basic non-rule box Pokemon. It's pretty nice to be able to do. The other Pokemon this Zoroark can be bouncing into is Diancie. Diancie's Princess Curtain ability is going to prevent your opponent from using any Gust supporter cards on our basic Pokemon. So we can effectively just bounce Zoroark to the bench, chuck Diancie in the active, and know that, hey, they can't boss it up, they can't Serena it up, we'll be all right. If they play Escape Rope, though, it does move Diancie to the bench, and then they can gust around and get the Zoroark. So Something to keep in mind, it's not a perfect solution, but it is a little bit helpful. It's only a one-off in the deck. If you wanted to really protect your basics, you typically do 2 Diancies, so it's more so just in a pinch, the option is there, but it's not going to be a flawless plan. And for our final attacker, another deck that's seeing a lot of play right now is Mew Vmax. I feel like that card's going to be seeing play the entire time it's in rotation. So we do include 1 copy of Drapion. Its wild style ability is going to reduce the attack cost by 1 colorless energy for each battle style Pokemon your opponent has in play. So fusion, rapid, and single strike Pokemon. Pretty solid. It does 190 with Dynamic Tail, 60 damage to one of your Pokemon, so we can be moving damage around to help set up our Zoroark potentially as well. And since we're running double turbo energy and Melanies, we can be accelerating energy out to it pretty quickly, so it could help you out in the Gardevoir matchup as well, since they are dark weak. Some other things to keep in mind, Lugia is starting to run a lot of single strike Pokemon, so there might even be situations where you notice Lugia has been a little bit damaged by something, but not completely finished off, or a low HP guy in play, like a Luminion, and then maybe they've got like 2 Tyrannotars for some reason. We could theoretically come out with a Drapion, attach a DTE and a Choice Belt to it, be doing 200 damage on the dot, and take out that Luminion with it. Something to keep in mind. Very niche play, but the play is technically there, so be mindful of it. And for some extra consistency in the deck, we are going to be running a 2-2 line of Bibarel. It's got Industrious Incisors. Once per turn, draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. Combining this with Zoroark's Vstar power and just standard draw supporters, we can be seeing a massive amount of our deck and effectively playing like Mew, where they're just using Genesect and drawing a bunch. We're just going to go Zoroark, Research, Bibarel, draw a bunch, get set up, get swinging. It's pretty solid. The supporter lineup is pretty similar to the Fire deck, so if you saw that video, going to look pretty familiar. We're going to be running Adventurer's Discovery, letting you just search your deck for V Pokemon. It's very helpful. It gets you your Zoroark. So effectively, we can get a Luminion. Luminion can get us 2 Zoroark Vs and a V-Star. Bench them under Gapejaw Bog. We've got damage counters out. We've got our setup going. It's pretty nice to be able to do that. We've got Professor's Research for straight draw, Boss for Gust, and then Serena as the pivot between the two. And then for that little bit of bulk, I did mention we've got Charon's Care as well as a Thornton. So if one of our Zoroarks gets knocked out, we can easily switch a Luminion V into a Zoroark V. It keeps everything from that Luminion, meaning turns in play. So it can immediately then evolve up into a Zoroark V-Star, attach a DTE, and start swinging again. Or even just keep some tools and stuff in play. If you've got Research and you're like, oh, I have a Choice Belt in play, but I don't have another Zoroark, chuck it on that Luminion. Maybe later in the game, you're going to switch it with Thornton. Something to keep in mind. For stadiums, we've got the Gapejaw Bob and Lake Acuity. Alpad for some recovery for our supporters. There's a lot that are just one-offs. Capturing Aroma and Ultra Ball will be our main Pokemon search. Pretty helpful since Gengar wants to be in the discard pile. Ideally, we're going to go Capturing Aroma, hit heads, get a Gengar, Ultra Ball it away, get into another Gengar, Ultra Ball it away, get into something else, use Bibarel, draw a new hand, use Zoroark, draw another new hand, and just get going really quickly. That's pretty much it for the deck list. We did mention there's the Melanies in there as well, Choice Belt to fix up some numbers, and then the energy count. We've got 5 water energy for those Melanies and 3 DTEs just to be able to set up the Zoroark very quickly in a pinch. Obviously, the damage reduction's not ideal, but 1 energy attachment to be able to do 280. I don't see anything wrong with it. Do you? You a fan of Zoroark though? You've seen this list and you've seen the Fire list. Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments down below because I'd love to hear your thoughts. Or is there some sort of third option that I'm missing out on? And if you like shenanigans like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date. But let's jump on ladder and see how we go with this tonight. Okay. Like I'm definitely for this hand. Arctura? Easy. Well, not easy. A little bit tricky, but we can get around it. Like the fact that we've got basic water energy, we're able to attack the Dura, so it's fine. Hold off that. Bench this. I feel like they're on heavy counts of Judge, right? Or is it Colress? But definitely attached there. We should be fine to kind of just hold this hand. Yeah, I think we hold. There's no point in us putting the stadium down just yet. We put the stadium down, they bump it with Lost City. We're not getting much value out of it, whereas we hold it for next turn, we bump their stadium. Bench our guys. Get hurt. I guess the counter argument would be if we had it down, they're going to bench their stuff. It takes it. but they're getting things off Nest Ball. They're not going to be getting damage. And for the most part, they're all in range that we can easily hit. Nest Ball overrides Cape Shot. Yeah. Nest Ball does, VIP does. Beautiful. So we're getting straight damage off Zoro. Love to see it. Do I try and kill this, or do I try and kill that? I guess if I kill this, that's effectively just dead. Well, not dead, but he's gonna be struggling. Me one more guy. Perfect. What am I getting here? Gardevoir? Not a bad turn two. Not a bad turn two at all. Is Vulpix immune to Zoro Vstar? So Vulpix can be immune to Zoro Vstar if it gets the attack off. Because we killed Arceus though, they can't charge it up. Oh no. It's likely a bit annoying to you guys, so I'm sorry about it, but it is obviously how we get kickbacks for the channel. But I have it set that every half hour it runs I think a 1 minute ad block or a minute and a half ad block, just so that when people come into the stream for the first time, you're not hit with a wall of ads. Nothing annoys me more when it's like, oh, I want to see what this streamer is about, and you just get slapped with ads. So that's kind of why I've done it that way. So if you guys agree with that, let me know. Or if you're like, nah, just run it when we come in, let me know, because obviously you guys are the ones that I'm doing it for. You never got an ad in my stream? Really? Interesting. I don't really like this hand. I think it's ditch BTE. Like, I guess we ditch water. We can get it back with Marnie. Not Marnie, Melanie. That's theoretically the play. We can't get Gust up. We can use Spike Draw to do a little bit of damage. You have them run Q in the very beginning just to get it out of the way during your starting screen. Okay, fair. That's a way to do it, I guess. Yeah, no, it's got to be like, I think it's 3 minutes every hour, and it stops them from pre-roll ads. My understanding. So if you run like a 3-minute block at the start, yeah, it'll push them up for a minute or an hour. And then if you do breaks, maybe I'll start incorporating that. We just take more regular break. Can you O-coat the Goodra with Zoroark? Yeah. If it uses its attack, no. No, with the Rolling Iron, I don't think we can. Because with the Rolling Iron, if it's at full health, it's got what, 270? Takes 80 less, so effectively 350. If we had Gapejaw Bog down and they benched the Goodra under Gapejaw Bog, and we had basic water energy and Choice Belt, then yeah. And that's where it's like, does it make more sense running it with Radiant Alakazam? Because then they bench other things under Gape Jaw. I can just move those around to help hit numbers. I'm almost wondering if that does bring more value than Gardevoir. Gardevoir is just helpful for Giratina, though. Because like Acuity puts us up to 290, but if we've got a damage counter, we've got 280 left. Giratina can kill us. So like that matchup is going to be awkward regardless. That's helpful. I think I'm holding this hand, right? Then we don't put the choice belt down. I almost shouldn't have evolved him. Evolving him means we can get boss now. I shouldn't have evolved him. Lake Acuity helps them now too. Lake Acuity helps him, yeah. So in this matchup, we just don't run it. Like, we don't have to put it down. For Giratina, though, it should help. Unless it's Giratina running Greninja. I guess if they have water energy for Greninja, maybe. Yeah, they would have water energy for Greninja. Maybe that's not the answer then. But like them being helped by it, we can get up to 300 damage too. Rusty, you're playing with the Pokemon Fusion Generator and Ladybug mixed with Gengar. Post it in the Discord. Like I didn't like the arts and crafts or whatever. That's definitely not what it's called. I think we've got a legit name for it. What is it called in there? Creative art. There. That's handy. None of my guys are hurt yet. But the game plan here will just be free retreat now. Oh, don't do the escape. Don't escape. Rusty, escape or escape? Finish that sentence. Bibs, what are you doing? That's gonna make absolutely no difference. It has been done. Escape? I think we do attach the DT. We attach the DT just to guarantee we're getting an attack. Like doing a little bit less damage. Whatever. We just need to do chip damage, right? Not ideal, but it is a option. Sharon's is also an option. An option that I genuinely do not mind. Try it again, Gudra. There's a Bagon. Such an odd name. It's literally one letter away from being bacon. Okay, so we've got, what, 250 left? He's doing 230. Now he's doing 210. He needs to be bigger. He's gonna get beat up. What's the game plan for Ultra Ball? I'm kind of leaning towards Ultra Ball, get rid of DTE. Or Ultra Ball, get rid of... Yeah, the Ultra Ball, get rid of DTE, get rid of Clara. Next turn, we Melanie attach to that Zoro. And this is going to get us a Doof. So effectively, this has what? 210 minus 20 is 190. He's doing 230. Just 210. Like minusing that. So yeah, regardless if he's fully healed or not, he's still in some danger. We're doing 250. So close. Yeah, maybe this does become Alakazam. If you're an Alakazam, we just go move that and you're dead. They don't have a second attack already? They don't, but they can fully heal. They haven't used their V-Star power yet. So that's the thing, when you're dealing with Gudra, you need to like fully heal. Or else they do shit like that. They're also not one-shotting us, though. So we do have that going for us, that it's... Yeah. We've got potential to fully swing through them. They don't. If we dust around them, for example, we can't do it. Are we looking for Gusto? We're down one boss. We've got 2 Serena. The escape rope should be in here, so we can still do the escape rope boss play. Take out a V-Star. I'm thinking that Alakazam might be the player. Just because the amount of times where they will bench just like one thing under Gape Jaw, even it's just like, give me those. The Gardevoir is just nice though because it does set up that Charon. Cheers, Emerald. Cheers. I gotta just give them this. Sure. Okay, Rusty. Yeah, I've got a posture. Thanks for looking out. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. It's just setting up knockouts for the Gudras. So 90-90, and then forcing us to have to find a switch. Or not. Someone hasn't read Bidoof before. I thought they'd go bang bang, and then Gudra takes that out, Gudra takes that out. Well, now I just need to find a boss. Like, I don't even need to bring the Gengar back. I've got Escape Rope, I've got a bench space, which means next turn, even if they attack with that, I can just go Escape Rope, Ultra Ball, Luminion, grab another boss, or grab Serena, bring it up, kill it. We should be fine. They misplayed on the Bidoof? 100% they misplayed on the Bidoof. It happens. Like, it happens. If they haven't seen that particular Bidoof, like, if they're just having it in their brain, like, hey, single prize, or yeah. There it is! That's that card! Doesn't fix any numbers here, though. Like, we're just outside of being one-shot, so we should be fine. How do you guys say it? Aquity? Aw City? Aquadaka Jones? There's only one answer. Aw City. Pinglu EX will make use of it? Acuity? Acuity? Nah, I don't know. Pretty sure it's Aw City. Like how Cowboy would say it. Yee? Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, Raihan. I see what you're doing. See you, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna murder your Guja. This is just less from V's. He's doing what, 90? If this comes down, take 20 less damage from attack. This actually might come up if he's trying to finish it off with that, right? Because I can damage pump damage off him, put down lock like Acuity. All coming together. Also, yeah, I think just double Melanie. Please don't be prized. Please don't be prized. Okay, Gudra. Well, and like we had the Legosity too, so it was like damage pump, move 20 off the Zoroark onto something else, put Osity down. Greninja can't finish it off unless they have a counter stadium, and we have another Zoroark ready to go. So it's like, what's your play?